Good morning, everybody. This is Crystal with Crystal's Creations Wyckoff. How are you guys all doing? Good, I hope. So, have you guys ever gotten into what you call a card block? I have. Actually, this week. I mean, it was rather sitting here. I don't know if it was because of our crazy weather we've had this week, where we've kind of gone up and down and up and down, that, I don't know, where you go from 90 degrees one day and then the next day it was like snow. I know. Yeah. So I was like, so for the last quite a few days now, we had 2 days in a row where it was cold and gloomy and snowing, and actually it was all the way through until yesterday. It was just cloudy, and it just kind of put me in a cloudy brain fog, and I felt like I was being dragged through a cement truck. I mean, literally. Do you guys ever get that way? And it kind of just makes your brain kind of just like, okay, you're sitting in your craft room and you're looking at the walls, you're staring at your 32-inch TV, watching YouTube videos all day, and you're like, okay, I need to be inspired. Where do I get my inspiration from? Why can I create anything this week? I just don't got it in me. And I think it's because of this weather. I don't know. I think it's the weather. So, and then I found, lo and behold, I was going through some of my stuff, and I found this paper pad. Hold on. Ouch. Watch my foot here, because I just stuck my foot into something. But I found this Echo Park 6x6 paper pad. And it's called Best Summer Ever. And I can't remember if I bought this at Tuesday morning or if I got it from my friend. I just don't remember. And it has 48 sheets of double-sided papers, and it's 65-pound heavyweight cardstock. And it's really good. And it's this. So I was like, okay, so I got inspired. So after I watched a video a couple days ago, my brain started to click. So it has, you open it up, and it's got all these beautiful things. And so so let me put my video down a little bit so you guys can see, okay? So I started to get inspired by all this. And it had a bunch of ephemera and stuff in it, and I already took the ephemera out and took it out and all that. And I thought, oh, I know what I can do with this. My brain started, the light bulb came on, all of a sudden a little bit, just a little bit, after watching Also Inspired by Crafty Owl. She had Bitty Penny on, and her sister on, and they do this thing called Oh So Inspired every week and stuff like that. And this is one of those ones where you can cut this out and you can use this as your borders on your cards, which I thought was cool. And I actually did some, and they do like sheet loads of cards too and stuff like that. But this has 4 sets of everything in here. 4 of everything, which I thought was really cool. But, so I started to make some sheet loads of cards because they started to inspire me a little bit. And so I made this one yesterday. I only made 1 card. And then I have this little jar of little fruity gems that I got at Michael's last year. And they're like little, they're soft, they're not hard clay, they're like a soft, I don't know, they're like I don't know how to describe it. They're really soft, they're not hard, It's not like they're not hard as a rock. They're not like our regular gems that we put on our cards. They're just soft. So I can probably easily take one and tear it. But there's like limes and lemons and grapes and strawberries and oranges and persimmons and watermelons and stuff like that. And so I thought, okay, summer's around the corner, I hope. And so this kind of, you know, has a bunch of fruit in it. And then a friend of mine gave me a bunch of her stamps of life, some of her older stamps of life, stamps and die sets and stuff. And so I kind of paired it up a little bit with some of it. And so I have one I'm working on with an ice cream truck stamp set too, and stuff with some ice cream stamps as well. So this one, I just cut out the pineapple ephemera instead of putting the whole square on the circle. So this is a card. I can tell you what layout this is in a second. I have it right here. So this is by Mojo Monday, and it is #Mojo Sketch 507. And so these layouts are, the card base is an A2 size card, so 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, and then so I did on this one here, I took the pink part, which is 5.25 by 4. I ran that through one of my embossing folders, which had mini pineapples on it, since I had this as my ephemera, and this had pineapples on it. I decided to use this in my pineapple embossing folder, and I thought, okay, I'll do that. So I did that to give some added effect of pineapples, and then I just cut up some pieces of extra cardstock at 5.25 by 2, and then 4 by 3.5, and then 3 3/4 by 1.5, and then a circle, a 2.5-inch circle, and then another strip, which is this pink strip, at 4 by 1/2 inch. So that is what I'm doing right now, trying to do sheet loads of cards as an inspiration. So there is that one. And then here is this one. Oh, is my volume all the way up? Just make sure. Okay, I think it is. I just want to make sure I'm all the way up. Yep, I'm all the way up. So this one is the watermelon one by Stamps of Life, and I just did You Are Sweet, so I added that up there for added effect. And I used the, I took the bite out of the watermelon. I didn't bite it with my teeth. Just, okay, I know some of your minds think, okay, oh, she bit that with her teeth. No, I did not. This actually comes with a die that looks like you bit it with your teeth almost. So I used the die. I didn't quite position it the first time very well, so I had to go back and do it again, and I kind of like it a little bit this way. So, and then I did the strip of watermelon, and it comes with a strip die. Or no, it doesn't. This one doesn't come with a die. I just cut it out. I fussy cut it with my little fussy cutting scissors. So, and then I added my little fruits, my little watermelon, my lime, and my grapefruit, whatever, citrus fruits. And then this one, I don't know what I do with my other one. I did flamingo, so I added a pink flamingo. And then I cut this. This was a whole strip for a border, so I just cut it in half. I just said a flamingo a day keeps the winter away. Yeah, maybe in Florida. That's where I want to be right now. No, I'm getting tired of snow all the time, but again, I just kind of I added another background with flamingos on it. So I've been doing lots of pinks on this one. So I could have cut out the flamingo more, but I didn't. I kind of like the background of this one. Then I added my pink gems. Oh, and there's the pineapple. So again, there was 3 of them, so I'm working on a 4th one right now. I'm not finished with it. And then here comes this. So my daughter helped me, came up with an idea. She actually came up with this, not me. Bless her wee little heart and her brain. She had me write down all the names of my inks on some paper, and all the names of my embossing folders and my stencils, and a bunch of the names of my stamps and some of my dies. I didn't get all of them. I got most of them, but not all. I still have a bunch of stamps back there I didn't put on paper and all that, because sometimes when you have a brain block, sometimes you need inspiration and you need help once in a while, right? Well, this is where this comes in handy. So I wrote everything down, and my daughter put everything in these bowls. Okay, everything is in here. One bowl has embossing folders and dies, I think, or something. One bowl has stencils, and one bowl has inks and oxides and whatnot. So Saturday when I go live, I'm gonna have to draw blindfolded. So this is a practice run today, so I'm doing this video today, and so we did a practice run, and this is what I picked. So I picked a bird stencil, which I still need to get, which is under my feet, and here's actually one of the birds from the stencil actually already. So I already have a bird that I already did, which is almost the same color as some of these colors, so I think we'll let this slide. And so I picked a bird stencil, and the 3 inks that I picked were out of the bowl of inks were Distress Oxide Shabby Shutters, Crackling Campfire is an oxide, and then I picked another one. It was Rusty Hinge, and Rusty Hinge didn't quite go very well with, it just didn't quite go very good with these 2, and so she had me pick a different one, and so we left Rusty Hinge out of here, and I picked a different one, and I picked Worn Lipstick instead. And did I pick Worn Lipstick? Yeah, I did. Just want to make sure I grabbed the right one. Yep. And so I picked Worn Lipstick, and that seems to go a little bit better. So we're going to go with these 3, and that is what we're going to use. And then the embossing folder that I picked, that I ended up drawing out of the bowl, was the Thank You with Flowers. So I picked this by Doris, the one I got at Joann Fabrics. And then the stamp set that I picked, or that I ended up picking out of the bowl, that I don't play with as often, is the Hero Greetings, You Were My Hero, the dog with a newspaper and stuff. You Are My Hero. So we are going to try and incorporate all of these together on a card. Okay, so let's do this. This is one way, I guess, to be creative when you end up with a card making brain block. So this is inspiration from my daughter Rebekah. So who is a college student at CSU, now home for summer break, getting ready to head off for a summer job, hopefully at Albrecht, doing veterinarian work. And she's going to be doing some kind of veterinarian science, and also doing veterinarian genetics and animals. So she's got her life set ahead of her. So she will be doing really good. So let me get this ink because I think some of my stuff just leaked on me. Try this off. So I need to get my die cutting machine so I can emboss this. So we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna do a letterpress style. I'm gonna try not to talk too loud because I have a headache. I don't know if it's a sinus headache or what, but I woke up this morning sitting in my chair and all of a sudden my head felt like it was about to burst. So I am gonna try this. I need my So let's grab this. Let's sit down. Could be just an allergy headache or something. I don't know what it is. So sit you sideways. Okay, actually, if I'm gonna ink this, can I put you over there for a minute, please? So actually, let me put you on the floor for a second. I just need you over here where I can grab you. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out where the flat side is. I don't know if this is gonna work. Where's the flat side? So I'm trying to feel the flat side. I think this is the bulky side because this seems to stick out more. This is the flat side, I think. Usually they say you emboss with the dark part, but this sticks out more. This is the flat side. So I'm going to ink this. I'm going to try this. So we're going to letterpress this so you guys can see. And hopefully I can see what I'm doing. I'm just taking a little bit of this on here. Okay. Then we're going to take our other one and we're going to do Shabby Shutters, which is another oxide. Oh, that's going to look pretty, I think. And then I'm just going to take my worn lipstick because it's a really tiny one. And then we're just going to do that. And then we'll do another layer of Crackling Campfire. Okay, this should hopefully work. So we're going to put our cardstock down. So this is supposed to be 5 3/4 by 4 1/4, but I might cut this down a little bit. So when you're using your Sissics, you want to take your flat one out. Oops, crash, I'm awake. Put my embossing folder down. And you just use your clear plates and your main big plate. All right, let's see how this looks. You guys ready? we are done with that machine. I do not have any more dogs. Okay. Alright. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I like that. That looks good. So the ink is in the background. I could have put that on darker, but that looks pretty good. What do you think? I kind of like that. Let me look at that. That looks pretty good. The thank you kind of stands out. So we are going to try and have to put a doggy on there and a bird. So we're going to do that. So I'm not going to actually get my bird stencil out because I already have a bird made. So we're just going to use a bird that I already have. Some birds that I already made from my bird stencil, but I will go ahead and show you the bird stencil, I guess. I will get that out. Because I forgot to write down my lunar paste down. My lunar paste didn't get to get put in the bowl with inks. So I'm going to have to write those down on a list. So I got that cleaned off. So that's good. Yay. So now let's take this other piece of paper that I have extra of, and we are going to stamp our doggy. So I need my stamping apparatus, my Misty I should say. And we are going to stamp our dog. So I'm just going to put it here, put this one here, and my sweet petunia there. Okay, so I was trying to think, my daughter was asking me, she goes, okay Mom, do you think you can incorporate a dog and a bird and all that into, you know, so even though I did not pick crackling campfire, shabby shutters, or worn lipstick, I'm going to use my main color because that is a free color, my Rock Candy Fun Stamper's Journey. I got this from Spellbinders, so you can find this from Spellbinders. Yeah, I think I just said that, didn't I? I keep forgetting. Sometimes I repeat myself twice, and sometimes I don't remember that I say that. So I do apologize. But, so, we'll just say that blacks and browns and whites are free colors to use, kind of like on the Craft Roulette show. And I need this guy. Because my hands haven't been working all that great lately either. So I got this Hero Art. So I counted all of my Hero Art stamp sets. And I have between 15 and 17 Hero Art stamp sets. I think they're my number one almost, but Spellbinders is slowly catching up. So they're at number 2 on my list for stamps, for stamp and die companies. Oh, much better. Stamping them twice. So much better. So last time I used these, I used some other black ink on these guys, and I couldn't get the black off. I can't remember what black ink I used, but I stained them. Literally stained them. and the black is on there for good, but that's okay. It doesn't ruin their, they still work, as you can tell. They still stamp. It doesn't ruin their chance for stamping or anything else like that. I think I'm going to use, even though it says thank you, I'm going to use my You Are My Hero, because I have a friend that is sending me a pair of new scissors, I do believe, in the mail. It says it's going to be here on Friday. So we are going to go ahead and stamp this. And we're going to do that in I noticed that Crackly Campfire came out in an orange color. That's weird. Did you guys notice that? It came out looking orange instead of red. That's weird. On an embossing folder. And the only one that came out looking more red was Worn Lipstick. And then the Shabby Shutters, the Distressed Oxide on an embossing folder, came out looking yellow, even though on paper it comes out green. That is so bizarre. So I think I'm going to use oh gosh, I'm so sorry guys. Crackling Campfire on the dog. And we're going to make the newspaper Shabby Shutters, just to add some more color into this card. But that, I would not have known how that made that look so green and yellow. That is, or orange. It made it look orange. You would think I used orange. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna stamp You Are My Hero in Worn Lipstick. So I'm using all Tim Holtz's inks this time. So it's like I'm mixing stuff a little bit. Kind of and in a way kind of pairing, I guess, a little bit. Kind of goes together, I guess, in a way. We'll just make it all work. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use that bird, so I may have to get my bird stencil out after all. Okay, so that looks good. Okay. All right, so now we have that. Okay, so now we're done with this. Okay, so here is the bird stencil. It's got lots of birds on it. This one I got at Dollar Tree. And I am not for sure. Where is one of my sticky mats? This is where I need a sticky mat. Don't know if I need the whole piece of paper, but I don't know. What bird do I want? Here, let me turn this around so I can see it a little bit, guys. I think, because this is it. This is the stencil. It's got a bunch of birds on it. I don't want to use a big bird, like an overpowering bird. I just want to use a small bird. So what if I use this one right here? I think I'll use this bird, this one right there. So I think we'll make him okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of crackly campfire, I think. Okay. Well, I kind of got into the other bird, but that's okay. We just won't cut that part. So I'm going to let this bird dry for a minute while I work on the dog. Let's get that oxide off that stencil. And we'll let that dry for a second. Okay. And then I have these little applicators that look like okay, this one has green on it, so that's good. I can use it. So I will turn it this way so you guys can see it. So these are little applicators that I got at Hobby Lobby. Like a pack of 40 of them for like $4 and some cents. And I just dip them in my ink and I color with them. I'll try not to go outside the lines. But because I can only use these colors, that I have, I'm going to have to utilize these colors. Okay, there's the Shabby Shutters Distress Oxide newspaper. Okay. Now, let's see, what color was this? Let me see. That looks like that was red or pink or something. Okay. So now, I think we're gonna do maybe a little bit of blending on the dog. So let's start with a little bit of worn lipstick. Okay, so we're gonna try this. Okay. Squeak. Ah, whew. Okay, try not to go outside the lines, but the one thing about this, if you go outside the lines, you fussy cut around him, no one's gonna know you went outside the lines except for people that watch this video. I did add my shimmer sprays and stuff into the list, but I didn't draw them, so I can't use those on this card. I'm sad. Okay, so now we're going to add a little bit of this into it. A little bit of crackly campfire. So put a little bit on his tail. And then a little bit here. A little bit there. Kind of just I don't want to put too much, but I want to make him look, you know, maybe a little bit on this foot, a little bit more on this foot. Okay. And then maybe a tiny bit on this ear, a little bit on this ear. Okay. Then I'm going to take a blank one. See if I can find an empty one here. Let's see. Okay, that's an empty one. That one doesn't have anything on it. Okay. And then we're going to blend. Let's see if I can blend it all in. Or I might have to go back with worn lipstick, I think. That's what I'm going to have to do. Yep. Just go back over with warm lipstick and it blends it all in. There we go. Much better. There we go. Kind of like coloring with alcohol markers. It blends that distress oxide in better. If I don't like having too much white on him, but there, that's better. That looks much better. Okay, he's colored, he's good, boom, done. I can't get any better than that. Gotta use what you got. What you draw out of the bowl. Or I should say hat, whatever you have. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut them out. Wish I had dies with this. I'd use my dies because my hands don't want to cut today. Okay. So I am and also to let you guys know, Team Tiny Hop, my video there, I am doing a giveaway again, this one, so you still have time to get your comments in. I will be doing a drawing on Friday, so be looking for that, and I will be posting that in my Facebook group for the winners, and I will actually put the link for my Facebook group, so if you want to join my Facebook group, I will put the link down below in the description box. So down below in the description box, I will put that down in there and whatnot. So, and then whatnot, and hopefully you all are having a somewhat of a good week. Oops, but don't cut his foot off. My headache is affecting my eyes here. I may have to take a Sudafed or something. I think this must be a sinus headache or something. Tell you, allergies this year. So, if you guys don't want to watch this part, you can always fast forward. I suppose I could have paused and then came back when I was done, but I guess I forgot. I'm trying to, I think I found a tripod that I want, because my current tripod, the legs apparently are in the way of everybody's view, and I don't want that. And I don't like it, because it's like a selfie stick that turns into a tripod, and I can't get it to work right now, so I'm gonna have to get a different tripod. And I think I found one at Walmart that I liked, and it looks like it kind of stays, it looks like the legs kind of stay out of the way of the view from what I saw, so I might try that one next. We'll see. But I've been looking around, you know, the story of YouTube videos, you know, people trying to do videos and trying to get the right equipment these days, and it's not easy. At least I finally covered my desks with that marble looking contact paper. Kind of looks like, you know, what you would find on your kitchen counters, granite countertops or whatever you call it. Yeah, that's a dream someday, right? Yeah, gotta win the lottery for that. Yeah. Oh, and then my daughter the other day, I took her to Walmart, and she got herself a couple bookcase shelves type thing for storage for her bedroom, and surprisingly they fit. I was shocked, I didn't know if they would fit. And a 3-shelf one, which technically if you use the top shelf it turns into a 4-shelf one, And the 3-shelf one is only like $22. And I was thinking, I was looking at that one, I was like, oh, what if I use that and put that all the way around the back side of my wall here behind me in my craft room and get rid of this big tall shelf and this purple thing behind me, because I don't have a whole lot of room to move behind me. And I thought, well, maybe I can use that. And so I thought, oh, that might work. That just might work. Because those are only $22. I mean, yeah, we'll have to put them together, of course. And she put both of hers together by herself. Her 3-shelf one and her 6-shelf bookcase by herself. I had to help her for a tiny bit on the 6-shelf one, but other than that, she did it all by herself. But she did it. She did it, she did it. Okay, let's cut out the bird. I knew I forgot something, guys. Ha! I wonder if I can take my white gel pen, you know, and do something for this poor little birdie. He needs a little eyeball. Or should I put black? I guess birds don't have white eyes. I can take my black alcohol marker, because black is a free color to use. So we'll just use black. Or I can use a black mica, but I don't know what I want to use yet. My hands just not working very good today. I need to get my scanning cut to cut stuff out without chopping things up. If I can just get it to do that, then we'll have it all set. I did that once, and I thought I had it working right, and it chopped up my stamps. Not my stamps, but what I had stamped onto the cardstock. Thought I had it set right, and I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I was doing it correctly, and I was like, oh no, I didn't say cut up everything on the paper. I said just cut out my stamps, not chop it all up into a million pieces. I was rather frustrated. So I was like, okay. So, and then I had another issue with my scan and cut where I was trying to follow directions on cutting vinyl, and it said to take the blade, you turn it past 12 and then you do your thing like you're supposed to always do, right? And it said to take the blade cover off or something like that. And I was trying to follow the step-by-step directions on how to do it. Well, needless to say, the step-by-step directions were not very good for me because I was trying to do it and the step-by-step directions were not working very good for me. I don't know. I just didn't like it. And it broke it. Literally broke it, and it locked it, and I couldn't get anything to move. It would not work. So there went $22 for a new blade and everything. So yeah, it was just it was crazy. So okay, So we have this. We're not going to use this bird. This bird was actually done with Simon Hurley's Lunar paste. So that was cool. So let's use the dog. You are my hero. This and the bird. We're going to incorporate it on this, and we will get this put on a card, you guys. So we just got to figure out this all out. So I'm going to try and cut some of this down. I'll trim this down a little bit, I think. Because I don't think it needs to be that big. So I think that's what we're going to do. And these are all going to go back in the bowl to be used again. Let's hope I don't draw them again on Saturday. I don't want to do the same card again. So I actually did this, you guys. I don't know if you can tell, but can you tell? I took a white gel pen. Can you see that? I took a white gel pen to that and made it all the numbers white and all the lines white so I could see what I was doing finally. Because the whole thing was black and I couldn't see. I got tired of not being able to see where to cut, where to cut, where to score. So I'm just gonna take this. Well, it's at 4 1/4, but I think I'm gonna take it down to 4 a little bit. Let's just take it down to 4. There. Take that down to 4. And I don't know. Okay. And take some of it down off of on this side too a little bit. And then I think, I don't know. I don't want to chop it up too much. So I think this is going to have to be a 5x7 card. So let's do, I'm trying to think here. I don't know if I want to do white. Oh, let me see. You guys all look good on that? Does that all look good? Kind of look good. Let's do that. Okay. Look good to me there. Okay. Score for me. Okay, so let's do this for our card base. So we're just going to do a 5x7. Now we gotta trim it, don't we? We don't want to make a giant card. So let's trim this down too. So my previous paper trimmer, my Memory Keepers trimmer, the one that I had, my generic one or whatever it was, my Memory Keepers, they said that they were not going to make, apparently not make the trimmers for it anymore. The blades. They were just not in stock anymore. They weren't going to make them anymore. And I was like, no, you can't do that. No. So I had to break down and buy another cheap paper trimmer. No, not my luck. So I had to buy that one a while ago. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna do it this way though. We're gonna pop this up. Okay. Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's use this. Let's grab my tape scissors, my sticky scissors. Oh, I bet this is too long already. Because I didn't measure it. Nope, it was perfect. Perfecto. This stuff is really good too. Oh, this one I cut too long. So this one is by this one does good shaker cards. Oh, it's getting shorter. But, oh well, you know how that goes. Okay, that's perfect, enough as it is. So, okay. Okay, we'll make sure we have this even, like so. Okay, let's peel this off, and then we'll get the dog and everything else figured out where we're gonna put the doggy and stuff. So I heard yesterday that we might have a shortage of plastic, which means we might have a shortage of tape now. I'm like, no, that means a shortage of acetate. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear this. So I'm like, well, I guess I won't be making shaker cards for a while. And I like making shaker cards. But I just use my good old generic plastic filey folder things I get from Office Depot. So I just use those. Okay. So let's hope I can get this on even. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think I got it. So if I turn this around, take my fingers and go all around, all around. I got it, you guys. I got it even. Yay! I did it. Okay, now where can we put this little birdie? And the dog. So to incorporate this, what if we did the bird there and we did the dog here? And we did the sentiment right there. The sentiment is not very straight. I didn't cut that very straight, did I? Or is my eyes playing games on me? I think my eyes are playing games on me. I guess just the corners. No, it's this. There, that's better. Much better. I like it. Okay. That's it. So, you know what? I think we're just going to glue those on. So, let's glue the bird. Yeah. How did I have the bird? Or was it this way? Now I don't remember. Okay, let's do You Are My Hero. Then we'll get the doggy on, and his tail will just hang off. And then all we got to do is add some gems, right? So, and I have them right here. Cool. Okay, so I have all kinds of them. So see, that kind of helps with the brain block, doesn't it, guys? Does that help? That helps, doesn't it? So I think I'm going to add my... Where are they? Where is they? I have some little clear, like raindrop looking ones. What do I do with them? Probably have them in my hands and just don't even see them. You probably go, okay, she keeps grabbing gems out of there. She's got so many. What do I do with them? Okay, those blue flowers, silver, gold, rainbow color, red. Oh, they're right there. They were in my hands. See, I didn't even see them, and I just dropped some more on the floor. It's okay, I'll pick them up here in a minute. Okay. So let's go ahead and use these ones. I think these teardrops would look cute. What do you think? Oops, maybe not. It just went flying. Hair. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this around so I can see it a little bit, so I can see what I'm doing. See, it's the partial of using a laptop to do a video. Kind of have to keep turning it every time. Here, let's put one on this leaf. Oh, that looks kind of cute. Oh, I guess it's upside down. Oh well. No, I like it like that, actually. I like it that way. There's a piece of hair stuck to them. Ew. Then we'll put, well, here, let's stick another one right here. Oh, I like that. So that's two. 3. Four, and one more down here on this leaf, or the dog. How many leaves do we have? Because I want an odd amount. I'll make sure I do this right. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 leaves. Okay, let's do 7. There is a big piece of hair. Yeah. I don't want to put a big piece of hair on a card. Okay. That looks really cool. Wow, not too bad for doing a brain block card. So I will turn that around so you guys can see that. There is a thank you card. Now me, I always decorate the inside of my cards, so I will probably put something on the inside of this later. But that looks pretty cool. So thanks to my daughter for helping me for coming up with this idea and drawing stuff out of the bowl. So I will fold these other ones in half and they will go back in the bowls. I will have to put labels on those bowls, of course. So, but there's the card. So there you have it. There's a card. Sorry it took so long, but there's the card. Isn't that so cute? Not too bad. So if you have a brain block and you don't know what to do or how to come up with an idea for a card, you can just write down the names of all your stamps, inks, dyes, embossing folders and stencils, and throw them in different bowls and just draw. Keep your eyes closed when you draw out of your bowls. And you just have to make whatever you draw out of your bowl. So there you go. That's what I made today. Have fun creating stuff. So have fun, be blessed. I love y'all, and sorry this video is long. So take care. Bye.